Hello there. It looks like we are live. Um, so I am glad to be here today. This is our topic Tuesday, and today um, our topic is Ask Me Anything. I think I've only gotten one question so far. But it looked like an interesting question. I don't think I have an answer for it. I think it's really a point of discussion. Let me just quickly, while we're all gathering, I'll just go over my normal weekly schedule. Oh, hey, Danine. Um, my normal weekly schedule. Today is Tuesday. I do Topic Tuesdays. This is 2 o'clock Eastern. On Wednesdays, I do Wednesday Free for All, which is at 6 p.m. Eastern, immediately following Granny D. Thursdays, I usually don't post anything. Fridays, I alternate between something recorded and a live stream. It just depends upon whether I'm prepared or not, really. Because I enjoy the live streams, and I don't feel like it's a cop out if I haven't prepared a recorded video. I think they're fun. Saturdays, I usually don't post anything. Sundays, I have a Sunday reading of poetry. Mondays, I have Monday Men, a series of conversations with men in yarn. And then we're back at Tuesday for Topic Tuesday. So that's my normal schedule. As far as announcements for this channel, I have, well, you all know I have patterns on Ravelry. This sweater that I'm wearing right now, let me stand up a little bit. This sweater that I'm wearing right now, if you can see it, there we go. The camera sort of messes things up because I have a fake background going on. But I like the fake background. Anyway, yeah, this sweater that I have on right now is my latest pattern on Ravelry. I have a few other patterns that I want to post to Ravelry pretty soon. And then, um, the normal stuff, PayPal, Cash App, Ko-fi, and my link tree set of all my links. I have a crochet blog where I have a whole bunch of free hat patterns, and I have an opera blog to which I have not been as attentive as I might have been. I have Instagram under Bearded Yarn Dudes. I have a Facebook page for Bearded Yarn Dudes, which is mostly about news, and a Facebook group for Bearded Yarn Dudes, which is mostly about community. So I would invite anyone to join the group and post as many pictures as you would like of your creations, because I love to see those things. Also, your puppies. You know me and puppies. Let's see what else is going on. Ravelry, blah blah woof woof. All this, all the normal announcements I make every week. Hey Jackie. Um oh Jackie, yes, I did see. I didn't look at the video, but I saw the title for that video from Crystal. It was her first trip to Michael's. Um yeah, and hey Amanda, good to see you. Um So yeah, what else? I don't have a lot to show in terms of accomplishments lately, except for actually getting this pattern up onto Ravelry. I have a little bit of happy mail. I mentioned last week, I believe, that I had ordered a new ball winder because the one I had was very cheap and broke very easily. So I spent a little bit more than I should have on this new ball winder, but by golly, it had better last forever. Um, what else is going on? That's all the happy mail I've had recently. Hey, Cuppy. Exactly, Cuppy. Exactly. We need someone to sew in loose ends and to stitch pieces together. Cause that's the part that I really don't like. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I've been very tired today. I fear I might be coming down with a cold. My sister's had one this week, so I might be coming down with a cold. I don't want to. It's been a very long time since I've had a cold, so maybe I'm due, but um, I don't want to get one. Um, let's see what else is going on. Well, I don't know what else is going on. Here for conversation and everything. So, everybody, tell me what's on your hook and what's in your cup and all of that stuff. Everybody's in different parts of the world. So, have you had lunch already? I mean, in some parts of the world, it's dinner time already. So, tell me about that as well. Mhm. Yeah, I want to win the lottery, and when I do, I'm going to move to the part of the world or the part of the state of North Carolina where Melanie, hooked to the left, lives because it's ridiculously beautiful there. Um, and just nice. Just nice. You know how it is. Um, so everybody else tell me what's going on. So I've been working on a coffee and a banana. Do you know, I have a banana in the freezer that I keep saying I'm going to use to make a smoothie because there are also some frozen berries in there. A little bit of either some orange juice or some seltzer would really go well with that. And then, of course, what I like to add to beverages. So but as far as fresh bananas, whenever I bring them home from the store, I just don't eat them um, before they become overripe. And then when they're overripe, I put them in the freezer because they're like little banana flavored ice cubes then. So I'll know you why. I'm so. Excuse me. Sorry about yawning in your faces. Um, oh, that's nice, Jackie. A little chilly here today. Um, Even inside, it's chillier than I like it. And earlier, possibly because I might be coming down with a cold, I was lying down and just getting some rest, and it felt rather chilly indeed. Um, so yeah, so I've been talking about this diagonal moss stitch poncho that I'm making for Grenadine, and I was going to finish it over the weekend and didn't. So think I I think I've finished it now, at least the pieces, and then I'll have to put them together and then do like borders and things. Um, I have a sweater where I've done all of the pieces for it, and I just need to stitch it together. That is so me. I have another sweater that I've been working on, but I keep putting it aside from time to time. So I need to pick it up again. I have a couple of shawls going on. I don't have any hats right now, although I've been doing some hats. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry for yawning all the time. Oy vey, as we say here in North Carolina. Um, so I don't know what else is going on with people. I don't know what's going on with myself. So I'm going to. I just received the ball winder today. I haven't unboxed it, so I haven't assembled it. I haven't figured out how to use it yet, but it looks like a very, very high quality item. I hope so at the price that I paid. Oh, that sounds lovely, Jackie. Quality time with well, any family is good. That's what my sister and I did on Saturday rather. We had a nice lunch, and then we went to this antique shop. It's really more an antique mall that is right beside the restaurant where we had lunch, and it was lots of fun. I spent too much money, but I got some beautiful things. Um, and a thing of beauty is a joy forever. It had better be because I'm not buying anymore. Um, and met some really lovely people. Actually, I was just sitting on a sofa in the antique shop, waiting for my sister to catch up to me. She was in some other part of the shop, and then just got into conversation with people, and it was so lovely. And I met a bunch of people from the part of the state where my dad comes from. Um, and I still have family there. So that was lovely too. So on the way home, I had the opportunity to call one of those family members and say, "We met somebody is who lives right around the corner from you." Um, so it was really quite nice. I also got a compliment on a sweater I was wearing, although it wasn't my own pattern, it was a bod pattern, but it might have been either the first or one of the first sweaters I ever made for myself. Um, it's a nice sweater, I'll tell you that. And it's purple, and I love purple. Oh, hey, Maribel. Hmm. So anyway, today's topic is Ask Me Anything. Let me just share the one question I got on Instagram. Hold on a second. Uh, who are you? Okay, I know who you are. Uh, now I can't remember who it was who sent the question. Was it here? No. It was on Instagram. Was it? No. No, it wasn't him. Anyway, apparently the question has disappeared or something. I don't know who asked it now. Well, I don't have that question, but go ahead and ask me anything. Yeah, it's funny. I don't call myself a talker, Jackie, but apparently sometimes I just become outgoing. It varies. Sometimes I'm more outgoing than other times. But that day, it was very nice, and we met some really lovely people, all from the same part of the state. And that's the part where my dad came from. My dad's been gone since 2014. What project am I working on now? Okay, I mentioned it before you came in the room, Maribel. I'm almost finished with a poncho that I'm doing for Granny D. I've got a sweater that's in process that I just put down and come back to later. I have another sweater where I have finished all the pieces and I just need to stitch them together and do all of like the finishing work on it. And then I've got a couple of shawls going that I might finish or I might not. I don't know. Um, I don't have any hats going right now, and I often feel like I should, but and I also don't have any pet sweaters going right now. I did send some pet sweaters off to Vet Ranch last week, I think. So, yeah, um, that's what I have in terms of whips. I'm not one of these with huge whip mountains. I have more of a mountain of finished objects, really. I have several patterns I need to finish and publish at the same time. Um, oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Hmm. Why am I so tired? Maribel, I have never crocheted socks. I did Christmas stockings once. I had picked up a book of Christmas patterns. I think it was by Edie Ekman. I also think I no longer have that book. But Edie Ekman is a really good pattern creator. And that was long before I ever created my own patterns. So I have done some Christmas stockings, but never real socks. I have one or two sock patterns that I just haven't done. Maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I'll do one sock as an exercise, and then if I don't enjoy it, I won't do the other sock. So, oh, excuse me. Maribel, what are you working on right now? And everybody else, of course. So anyway, yeah. Once again, if you came in a little late, this sweater that I'm wearing right now, this cardigan, I just put the pattern on Ravelry. It's really not very difficult, I don't think. Um, and I always try to write things so that they're very, very clear. I mean, I used to be a business writer, so that was always my thing, is to write so that everybody understood what I meant. Um, and oh, that sounds like a good project queue. I have a few things that I want to do that I just haven't started yet. Someone last week was asking me about a t-shirt pattern, but I've never done one. Um, but Doris of Rose Cottage Studio posted like a crew neck sweater that could be adapted with yarn and hook size to turn into a crew neck t-shirt. And I thought that would be really cool. Oh, hey, Mobs. Yeah, Maribel, I used to do tons and tons and tons of baby blankets, and I don't know why I don't do them anymore. Maybe perhaps I got bored with them. I don't know. Mm. I lost one of the rubber tips for one of my earbuds, so now I have trouble keeping it in my ear. But I have to use these earbuds because this is the best mic I have found to use. So, and the earbuds are good anyway. Um, Actually, they're very good for regardless of what I'm watching, if it's music or if it's like standard videos or if it's drama or whatever I want to watch. A doily. I don't think I've ever done a doily. A granny square blouse. Now, by blouse, do you mean a lightweight sweater? Um, there are so many ways, so many things. Oh, excuse me. First, I was yawning. Now I'm burping. There are so many things you can do um, with granny squares to create tops. Um, I haven't done one. No, I did a wonky granny square, which sort of is a little bit asymmetrical, but it winds up being symmetrical in the end. So it's called a wonky granny square, and if you just search for that phrase, wonky granny square, you can probably find the pattern. It was a free download, and I don't remember from where. Um, but yeah, I made a wonky granny square and made a sweater out of it. I think it was or sweater vest. I don't remember exactly. Well, actually, Maribel, this set of earbuds came with other of those rubber tips. I just have to find those now. I'm so bad at losing things. Oh gosh. Anyway, that's just how I am. Um, oh, Maribel, I have seen Hexagon Sweaters and I want to do that. myself. I just haven't. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, I made one using a pattern created by Dana Triple C that was very much mesh-like, and I made it with a lightweight cotton yarn, deliberately to go over something else, and I sent it to a friend of mine who has a substantial social media presence, and she posed in it and posted a picture, which I thought was lovely of her. Um, mhm, mhm. I'm not sure I've ever made a sweater that I would really want next to my skin. I mean, without having like a t-shirt on or something. Um, I I use a lot of soft touch budget yarns that they don't feel harsh. Do feel nice to the touch. So in the end, it would probably be okay. But um, almost every sweater that I make, and I make a lot of sweaters, I have a ton that I just need to donate because those were bought sweaters that I just need to, I need the space for the ones that I've created myself. Um, what was I going to say? Yeah, but as far as yarn, it's really I recently made something out of a wool yarn that was a little scratchy. So I need to um soak it in something, some kind of a treatment to soften it up a little bit. But because it's wool, I can't wash it and dry it. It has to be hand washed. Um, People have told me that fabric softener works on scratchy wool. Is that true? Do you guys know about that? Jackie, there are lots of summer wearables you can do depending upon the pattern and the yarn. If you like use a lightweight cotton yarn, or just deliberately make it more drapey than heavy. Um, but I believe you're saying that about the granny square top that you mentioned. Mm. Anyways, is there anybody in the room I haven't welcomed in? Sometimes we have a bunch of people and sometimes we only have a few. That's okay. It is what it is. Sometimes people catch me on the replay, and I'm always thankful when people do that. I have to say that. Well, I'm thankful for everybody who watches me regardless, but I'm thankful when people watch me on the replay too. Um, so right now we only have a few people in the room, and that's okay. It is what it is. I once had a corporate manager who hated that saying. Um, because in her eyes, you should always be proactive. You should always be problem solving. You should never accept anything. And I don't use the words that I would choose to describe her very often. But that's enough about her. And you know what's funny? I knew that I was gonna get laid off because she became nice. Mm. So, Jackie, you'll make a lightweight one for the next one? Now, Dana Triple C has some really great lightweight, tops that would really work very well for summer. I myself don't have any patterns like that. Um, but that's okay too. Oh, I need to take that notice about the knit along, crochet along down because that's over. Although I'm not going to stop you from buying my patterns, I'll tell you that. Um, so I'll have to go into Nightbot and just disable that one um, announcement about the knit along, crochet along. So there is a Premier affiliate link there. If you are in the habit of shopping at the Premier website, I would not stop you from using my affiliate link to go there because it won't affect your cost, but it might help me out a little bit. So only why? What else is going on with people? So, okay, no more banner across the bottom of the page. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I mean, what they told me was that my job was being eliminated because they had had a merger and blah, blah, woof, woof. So I was okay with it. In fact, a lot of my financial plans were based on the assumption that I would be laid off and get a lump sum or at least unemployment. And I did get unemployment, which was nice. Um, um, And actually, I wound up with better jobs after that. So that was okay. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry for yawning all the time. I'm just awful. Anyway, I haven't unpacked this brand new ball winder that I received today. Um, but this is the leaflet. Oops, you can't see it. You can't see anything, can you? You can't really see it. I'm sorry about that. It's the Stanhope, um, or Stanwood rather, um, metal yarn ball winder. It's a little more expensive than some of the others, but I expect it to last forever, and if it doesn't, I will raise. a fit? Mm. Ooh, sharing stories about being laid off. Honestly, I was glad I was laid off, but I know that that is not the situation for everyone. It's bad. The economy is bad, and people are suffering, and employers are wondering why they can't get workers, and the simple answer is they don't want to pay. So, Cuppy, you have the same ball winder I just got? Yeah, it's more than any other ball winder that I saw, but at the same time, it was the only one with all five-star reviews. And though the one that I had before was very cheap and broke very easily. So I just wanted something that was quality. Oh, hey, Lori. Glad to see you as always. Lori, look at my sweater. I finally put this up on Ravelry. I incorporated a lot of your suggestions into the written pattern because they made a lot of sense, of course. Because everything Laurie ever says makes sense. And don't you ever forget that, anyone. Um, so yeah, I finally got it up on Ravelry after talking about it for far too long and just delaying. I have a few other patterns I want to get up on Ravelry within the next week or two. Mm. You like these colors? Excellent. Yeah. I think this worked out well. The green yarn is some Lion Brand Feels Like Butter that somebody sent me, and I can't remember who it was because I have a mind like a sieve. And then the gray is Lion Brand Pound of Love. And I think they work well together too. Yeah. Mm, Jackie, yeah, I've been trying to get disability myself because I've got like liver disease and depression and just extremely low energy. And not only that, anything that I could not physically perform any job that I'm qualified for now because I honestly really only think I would be qualified for a retail job, and I can't stand all day. I certainly can't crouch an awful lot, and I even if I had a desk job, just being there all day long would be rough. So, I have been working on ways to make money from home, and I honestly, I should put more effort into that than I have done. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. Only why. Okay. So actually, I need to complete and return a form to the Social Security Administration. I need to do that today, actually, um, because you know what happened? They denied me um, a long, long time ago. So I called the law firm that was handling my disability case, and I said, I got a denial letter. I can send it to you if you would like. They said, oh no, don't bother. We will get a copy of it too because we're associated with your case. Yes. Okay. Is it done? Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so I spoke to the law firm that was associated with my case, and I said, I can send you what they sent me. And they said, oh no, don't bother. We will get a copy of it. Apparently, they never did or they lost it. But I kept calling and calling and calling because I never got a status from them. And then they finally, what they did, they issued an appeal because they had not issued, but requested an appeal because they had never gotten the form that they told me they were going to get. They were not able to appeal within the time window that is usually allowed. So they had to do a special case thing. And now what I need to do um, complete a form and send it back, telling exactly why they have to do a special case. Um, and you can believe I'm going to throw them under the bus. There was no what rose or crossed by the rose? I think I'm if you're asking, I thought I was monetized for today. It doesn't really matter. Um, it doesn't really matter because we're almost done anyway. I only intended to stay on for an hour or so. I used to do this on Tuesdays, and my mind is a blank. One of my beautiful yarn friends used to go live every Tuesday at 3 o'clock. So we would just um, transition immediately to her at 3 o'clock. But she no longer does it. And of course, my mind is a blank uh, because I have a mind like a sieve. You see why I can't have a full time job? Ah. Anyway, oh, you meant ads. I didn't, because apparently that was a typo up there above. Anyway, here we are, and we're just having a chat. This is usually when I do one of these ask me anything topics, I don't get that many questions. Well, that's okay. I mean, I'm open to questions, but we just we never, regardless of the topic, we never stay on topic all that long. Um, and we just have a good time chatting, which is the fun part. Um, anyway, so it's 2:45 now Eastern. Probably gonna stick around for another 5 minutes and then let everybody go. I don't know who else is on live right now. I don't know who is going to go live at 3 o'clock. Um, it always changes, really. But I've got some things I need to do. Um, so, at about 2:50 or maybe shortly thereafter, I'm going to let everybody go. But stick around until then. Definitely do. Yep, 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 yep. Um, so what else is going on with people? Brenda Land. I'm not sure I know Brenda Land, but you remind me that the person whose name I was trying to remember is Brenda the newbie crocheter. Is it the same Brenda or is it a different Brenda? Because we haven't seen enough of Brenda the newbie crocheter lately. And I hope she is well. I know that she was sick for a time. Cuppy at Crojo comes and goes. Every so often, I will do a topic about regaining or maintaining your Crojo. Um, okay, Maribel says it's a different Brenda. I don't believe I know Brenda Land. I will have to look for her. Okay, Maribel. I'm glad to know that she's okay now. Because I know that she was sick. Brenda the newbie crocheter. Um, and I always enjoyed her lives. That's why we always went to her live at 3 o'clock on Tuesdays. Surely I have her on my Instagram. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know anything really. Um, but at least I'm glad to hear she's posting on um, Instagram. Oh, Cuppy, I can understand that getting overwhelmed with orders and then you just don't want to do anymore. Yeah. That's that's one reason I rarely sell my output. Because I'm really more about creating designs and selling patterns. I mean, I love the sweater I'm wearing now. I would gladly do another one, and I think I need to because I've spotted some let us call them technical issues. Um, and if I want to enter this in like a county fair or something, it needs, um, at least in where I live, the county fair is more about execution than about design. So the execution has to be perfect. And sometimes when I'm creating a design sample, I will let a little mistake go. But if I'm gonna enter something in a county fair, I need to be more exacting. I have a few other sweaters that I will enter, plus some shawls and things. And honestly, I also want to. I posted actually a poll on my community tab um, about, which would you prefer, a print book or a thumb drive or zip file with more patterns than would be in the print book. And I think the most of the respondents did did say they would prefer oh, excuse me, a zip file or a thumb drive. So, I mean, I want to do that as an ebook. That's one of my goals for the year. I'm so sorry about the burping and the hiccups and the yawning. I'm just so rude today. Um, but that is one of my goals for the year is to publish a pattern collection. Do y'all like that idea? Actually, I might do a collection that is only hats because all of my hat patterns are free. The most recent one that I created, I haven't published yet. I might not make it free, but I'll charge like a nominal amount for it and then donate those proceeds. But anyway, let me know what you think about that. But it's about time for me to go now. So I'm going to let you all go. It has been lovely having you here. And thank you all for coming. Thank you if you have watched the replay. And of course, always like, comment, subscribe, and share, and keep coming back. Okay? Bye bye now.